This is lesson 4, Ashburton Place, and I'm going to call your attention to a scan we did. Walter Johnson and Sean and I met with people from Leica who introduced us to a scanning device that they proposed that the physics department would acquire, and we scanned the exterior of Ashburton Place by placing this in front of the building in 3 different locations and pulled together what's called a point cloud, and created these remarkable views of the building. So they're actually scale, the correct scale, and they're brought into Revit. There's a lot of data there, so I'm not going to use the actual data, but we're going to examine these openings and then arrive at a strategy for doing this. Let's start with a simple one. Here, level 1 is going to be the lobby there. Level 2 is, this array of windows there. There's a couple ways of going about this. One way to quickly model large glass openings is using what's called a curtain wall element. So let me put this image aside. I'm moving it to another monitor, so you're not going to see it for now, but we're going to talk about what we can do at level 2, which would be this one. Is that right? Yeah, up to level 3. So the curtain wall tool itself, if we go, I don't know if we have a drawing for level 2. Maybe we should, let's see, floor plan. Oh yeah, we did put these images that we scaled into the model here, so that if we change to wireframe view, we can see through where the openings are. So second floor reveals the lobby below. Let's see what we have on level 1. Level 3. Okay, so we could use this image to model both level. Let's copy that image and paste a line to level 1, a line to current view. Have we done that? View, change the wireframe. Did we already have it there? No. So there's something of a difference in the way the front of the building is articulated. Some of these walls have a bay, a little bit of a belly here. For now, does that travel all the way up the building? Let's see. Move the image. Let's go to a Google Earth view of the building. Quit out of this. Google Earth. And go to 8 Ashburton Place in Boston. Takes a little bit of time for this to load, but it's worth it. I think it's loaded. Let's try to launch this again. Computer does not support web graphics acceleration. I have to do that on another. It seemed to work. It worked before. I'm going to pause this and I'm going to try another device and create the image, and then I'll load it onto it. Okay, Bing Maps actually has a... They have it? Yeah. I'm recording. So we do have this little bump out on either side. It's symmetrical, and then we have a ledge over here. So we're going to have to set back that part of the facade of the building. Depends on, we don't want to get too crazy with this, but let's at least articulate from level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1 to 10. There's my old office. That outline. So, that means that on level 1, I'm going to introduce a split the element. We're going to split the wall here, and we're going to split the wall there. I'm going to pull back approximately this size. What happened to the split? You might have to reintroduce it over here. Split element. Back to wireframe. And it looks like that goes from about the column grid 4 to 5. Let's place the dimension then. 12.5 feet. Let's see where it is up here. Oh, and we haven't created those column grid elements yet. So let's go back to hidden line mode, and let's pull that wall to there. So I'm not that worried about what we're going to do with the other one, because we know it's symmetrical. So the wall is a generic 16. I'm going to use that same wall, generic 16, level 1 up to level 2, and I'm going to use the start and radius. I want to draw clockwise, so we're going to start this side, and radius. Let's give it a radius of 7. All right. Back to that image. Oh, that's in my other. So I'm going to introduce it the same distance from the north side of that. So let's measure from here to there. So it's about 13 feet. And we're going to have to draw some guides, because Revit's going to want to snap to that angular. So let's annotate detail line. Let's draw a detail line as a guide. Let's copy it. Copy it again, and let's dimension between them. So we're going to want about 13 feet from the north side. That line's going to be 13 feet, 13.1 I think it was. And then this is going to be 12.6. Let's take, and I'm just going to copy that wall and paste it there. And I can move it into place, roughly, approximately, and it should snap. Yeah, that'll do that. So this profile from here to there, I'm going to copy to the clipboard and use from levels. Let's go to the 3D view. That's going to replace up to floor 4. So let's see, 1, 2, that's 2, 3, and 4. And let's paste a line. Paste a line to selected levels. 2, 3, and 4. Right? What's curious about this drawing, I think it appears to have inverted those bays, doesn't it? Does that seem to be the case with you guys? See that drawing? I hadn't noticed that before. But if we look at our Bing map, that's actually a positive bump out. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 and 5. One, two, three, four. I'm going to copy it there to paste, align the selected levels also to level 5. Unfortunately, we inherited the top offset. So let's change that back to 0. Top offset to 0. It doesn't reveal it because some of the walls are not offset. So are we in wireframe? Oh no, it's just showing through. These walls are going to have to be set back. So it's probably more complex than we need to get into, and you know, the fact that there's a little bit of an indentation in the building there, but how would we provide for it? Here's what we would do. I'm going to do it, let's try to do this in 3D. I wouldn't normally approach it this way, but what it means is that that wall, right, on level 6 would be set back some distance. See that? All right. I'm going to resolve this later because it's taking a little longer than I expected. So we'll save this as lesson 4 and continue with lesson 5.